everyone. Welcome to Circle Time. Today's episode is going to be about someone I'm sure you all know. His name is King David. See, when David was a young man, he used to take care of the sheep out in the field. David, with his sheep, would play his harp and he would sing psalms, which we now have in our Bible. One day, when David was taking care of his sheep, something really scary happened. You know what? A bear and a lion came out to attack his sheep. But David, because he loved his sheep so much, he would do anything for them. So David, being the man he was, he went to the bear and the lion and he killed them and he attacked them just so that his sheep would be okay. And nothing at all happened to his sheep. And that shows us how much David really cared about the sheep that he was taking care of. Another time, David, who was also still a shepherd, his brothers were fighting in a war. And this war was very scary because there was a very big man whose name was Goliath. And he was fighting against his brothers and the good army. But you see, David was sent to his brothers with some food because his brothers were hungry out on the field. So David ran very quickly to his brothers so he could give them the food and so he could feed them. When he was there, he saw the man, and he saw how big and strong he was, and he saw how afraid everyone was of this man whose name was Goliath. See, Goliath was so tall, and he was so big and so strong, and no one wanted to fight him because everyone was scared. So David, he knew that God was on his side, and he knew that if he had God, he could beat anything. So what David did is he went to the king, who was in charge of the army. And he went to the king and he told him, "King, I can fight this man. Let me go out and I will take care of this man for you." So the king looked at David and he said, "You are a young boy. What are you gonna do for this huge man?" But David said, "I have God on my side. I know I can fight him." So the king said, "Well, since everyone else is afraid, okay, give this man a shot." So David, what he did was he took a few little stones from by the river. And what he did was he went to Goliath and he said, "Goliath, I don't like that you are treating my army very badly. I don't like that you are not being nice to the people of God." Because Goliath was saying very bad things about the people of the Lord. So what David did was he took his stones and he was ready to fight Goliath. But Goliath looked at him and laughed and he said, "Ha! What are you gonna do? All you have are a few little rocks. I have a sword and I have armor on. You can't hurt me." But David, again, he knew that God was on his side. So David took his stone and he took his slingshot and he pulled it back and he let go. And it hit Goliath right in the face. And Goliath fell down and he was dead. So everyone looked at David completely in awe of what was happening. And finally, David said that he was victorious over Goliath and that God really was the one who saved the people from this big man, and God was the one who protected everyone from Goliath. Thank you for listening to Circle Time today. That's all we have. We'll be back soon.